In this video, I'm going to be reviewing a pen and ink art book that has a very dark sense of humor to it. So if you're a fan of the whole Wednesday Addams vibe, then this book is going to be right up your alley. Hey guys, Craig here, back for another installment of Art Book Review. And this month's book review is going to be on a book called Shadow Abuse, featuring the artwork of Dan Holst Soelberg. This book is hands down one of my favorite pen and ink art books of all time. So if you're ready, let's check it out. As I said at the beginning of the video, if you're a fan of the Netflix series Wednesday, then you're probably going to love this book. Now this book predates Netflix's Wednesday series by at least 5 or 6 years, but it definitely has that Addams Family feel to it. In fact, just about any one of the children drawn in this book could easily be a sibling of Wednesday Addams. The book itself is basically just one big poem filled with dark humor. If you're someone who's never seen any of Dan's work before, it's definitely a common theme throughout it. Now this book is done completely in a pen and ink drawing style. It contains a lot of traditional cross-hatching as well as an abundant use of negative space. The basic premise of the book revolves around the sinister things that some children do to their shadows. So if you're one of those people who get triggered by the mistreatment of shadows, then you may want to skip this one. Dan's pen and ink illustration technique is flawless. Every illustration in this book is drawn to perfection. And the handwritten text as well as the decorative accents all have a very gothic feel to them. One of the things that I really love about this book is its size. It almost feels like a pocket sketchbook. And because everything in this book is hand-drawn in the traditional pen and ink style, it almost makes it seem like this is just Dan's personal sketchbook that he carries around with him. Now, if you're someone who's just learning how to draw in the pen and ink style, then this book is a must-have for you. Dan draws all these characters in a wide variety of environments. You can find examples in this book of illustrations that feature scenes that are drawn both indoor and outdoor, daytime and nighttime, as well as in sunny and inclement weather. And because there are so many different props in his illustrations, Dan's drawings will definitely help you improve your ability to light and shade objects in your own illustrations. So if you're someone who's attempting to perfect this style of drawing, then this book can provide a wider range of reference for you as you learn. I had the privilege to meet Dan about 6 years ago at a Fan Expo workshop that he was hosting on the topic of self-publishing. Now I've always been a fan of this style of sketching, but I'd never seen so much of it all in one place before. And the fact that it came attached to this gothically dark humor just made it even more appealing to me. I've purchased a few of Dan's books for my own art library throughout the years, but I have to say that this one is definitely my favorite. Now, I don't know what creepy things Dan has done with his own shadow in the past, but when reading this book, you can't help but feel that the subject matter is very personal to him. And I really like books that contain a lot of the artist's own personality within the pages. Shadow Abuse has to be one of the most unique children's books that I've ever read. It's one of the few books that's just as entertaining for the adult who's reading the book as it is for the child who's just looking at the illustrations. So if you're one of those people who find that Dr. Seuss just isn't doing it for you anymore, and you're looking for something a little darker to delve into, then give this book a try. Trust me, it will definitely become one of your favorites. There you have it, folks. Yet another amazing art book, Shadow Abuse by Dan Holst Soelberg. If you'd like to add a copy of this book to your own personal art library, I'll have a link to it in the description section of this video. And if you'd like to see more of my art book reviews, you can find a link to my art book review playlist right here. Until next time, take care.